Hello, welcome back. Last time I got a very silly Slayer room done, and also this pretty okay tar room. Let's go over here, into this room that I have never really understood at all. This is what I want to do today. This is all door, presumably to prevent double placement. So I guess my first question is, since there are 3 double potions in the room, where can I place any of them? Looks like this spot? And possibly here. Can you place a double on thin ice? Let's just get an answer to that right now. There might be an easier way than doing this, but this is how I'm doing it. I am thin ice, I am a potion, I am a B-throw, decoy, cannot go there. Okay, good to know. That just seemed easier than actually getting to one of those potions. Okay, so, clone, decoy, mimic. It's possible I might not need all of these. That's a tunnel, so no placing there. These are all force arrows, that's force arrow on thin ice. So the spot where this potion is, if I've already placed a clone, then I could place another one there. Not true for either of these others, because that's a trapdoor. That has a force arrow. Yeah, so basically like here, and here after this potion is drunk. What the heck? There's like no place. Okay, so very, very constrained. Alright, there is a Conquer token. There are 2 Wraithwings, a Construct, a Guard. He's gonna come to me. Construct wants to do things. That's a yellow door, which is opened by this. Okay, so I can easily get to one of those potions. I feel like part of the puzzle here is just that I have so little double placement space. Why the trapdoors? Do any of these tunnels go anywhere? Well, there's only a few of them. This goes to that, not that it matters. So I would go in here, open all these, place a decoy, and just get out, right? Like there's nothing stopping me from just taking a decoy, placing it where I want, and getting out. The decoy has a staff now. That's obviously pretty useless, though it does attract the construct. Feels like I might want to take the clone potion and put it there, but how would I do that? So the decoy opened the way to the mimic. The mimic opens the way to the clone. So what stops me from just stepping on that Conquer token, killing the monsters and leaving the room? The fact that this is deep water. So that'll have to be mimic or clone here. Because I go there myself, and then I'm trapped. Okay, these force arrows mean nothing, they're just there for symmetry. Because MX Vladi sure likes his symmetry. Look at these rooms, all of them. Apparently this is one of his defining features as an architect. Everything he builds looks like this. So if it's symmetrical, I might be able to assume it's ornamental in some ways. Alright. So this is the order of potions, if I do indeed want a clone potion. I'm not sure I need one though. A mimic is adequate, because those can step on Conquer tokens, right? I'm like 90% sure. I'm checking a lot of stuff in here. It's easier to check than to guess and be wrong, and have to redo a lot of stuff. Okay, that's what I thought. Just wanted to get that 90 up to 100. Now I know for sure. Okay. So a mimic would certainly be enough to do this, if I could get him out of that prison and over here. Problem with getting him out of that prison and over here is that there's already going to be a decoy sitting there. Could I blow up a potion? No. Are you sure? I'm not sure. If I could retrieve this... Yeah, that's what I want. I want to blow up the potion. Stick the construct here. he will bring that keg not far enough. Do I gotta get the guard to stab a keg? That's not gonna happen without Ormites, I suspect. I might be wrong, though. Okay. So, if I were to blow up this potion, that means the decoy would not steal the staff. Why do I want a staff, though? I don't see a reason to care. Why are there Wraithwings also? Presumably these figure into the puzzle somehow. Presumably this figures into the puzzle somehow. A guard definitely will not willingly stab a powder keg. He'll treat it like a bomb and try to avoid putting his sword there. If you have Ormites and a target for the guard near the Ormites and you do some facing manipulation like I was doing back in some room somewhere not long ago, grab bag I guess it was, you can cause a guard to accidentally stab an explosive. But even if it's safe with a force arrow like this, he will not do it himself. And even like if he has a caber or something, they just assume, if it's an explosive, don't put your weapon on it. If you are smart enough to avoid it. Sometimes they're not. But in this room I think he will be. So if a powder keg lands here, that doesn't help me blow up the potion unless someone else can stab it, because I will be trapped in there. None of these turn off. These are tunnels, so the keg can't go in here. Neither can a monster. This is B-throw only. Can a mimic go over a tunnel? All these questions, like stuff I should have had memorized. I'm sure I had clear, definite answers to these things at one point in my history of playing DROD. But it's been so long that they're kind of hazy now. Yes, okay, so Mimic is blocked by tunnel. Again, I was 90% sure, but I wanted to be all the way sure. So, this really is a B-throw only passage. Okay. Still don't think I need this. This seems unnecessary. So if I could place the decoy somewhere without having him... No, I don't care about the staff. All I gotta do is kill the decoy, but I can't because he's protected in his little fortress. I don't care about the staff. All I need is a mimic to be able to walk out of here and step on this. Then I can just kill all the monsters and leave the room. So, I mean, this seems set up pretty specifically. Okay, I don't know what the guard's for. I'm gonna kill it for now. I don't know what the Wraithwings are for. I'm gonna kill them for now. But I do have a job for the construct. Wraithwing can keep that construct alive. How's that sound? Sure. Sounds great to me. You just be elsewhere. Be somewhere. Get trapped on some force arrows or something. That looks like a nice spot for you. Okay, so I can walk in here. That opens. Construct doesn't bring the keg to me. Oh. Of course, because I'm in the wrong spot. Okay, so even that part of my plan doesn't work. Alright, so I have a decoy who would end up getting placed there, and nothing is accomplished.
Exterminate.
Here is a mimic that can't go anywhere. There is no place in the entire room that I can actually place this mimic, right? I sure don't see one. This could become one, but it's currently not. If I blew up the Mimic potion. I can't because this is a tunnel. Yeah, so I definitely can't blow up the Mimic potion. I can't even get a keg near it. I could get a keg near the clone potion, but it wouldn't matter by that point. Probably. I can get a keg near the decoy potion maybe somehow. I think that would involve some silly guard shenanigans where he, like, comes toward me in this row and blocks the construct. I don't think that's going to happen, though. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to manipulate a guard into happening to be here at the perfect time so that the construct slides against him and pushes the keg and brings it over here. And even if I could do that, I still have no way to blow it up. So, what? Be nice if I could stab it with a decoy sword, but all of this stuff prevents that. Why is there a clone potion? Is it for symmetry? I don't think I need this. I can't imagine what good it would be if I had the, unless I need to kill my mimic or trap it somewhere that it can't get to this stuff. Because a mimic going in here would be fine. There's plenty of obstacles. I could definitely leverage it in there, and it'd be okay. So all I gotta do is place a free mimic. And I'm not really imagining a situation where I could place that mimic, then not be able to actually get it here, and therefore need this clone. I don't think this plays into the puzzle. It's just there to confuse me or something. Unless I can press this without drinking that potion. The only way that'd be possible is if, like, some monster stepped on it, and it can't, because this. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't see anything I can do here. Like, I don't have any semblance of a plan. Wait. And now I do. Okay. So I can't get the guard to put his sword in the keg, but I could totally get the construct to put a keg in his sword. If the guard were already there, but he'd just step here, because this would be open. If I were standing here, the guard would want to face that way. A Wraithwing couldn't stop him. The trapdoors couldn't help. But I might be onto something. So guard sword in a place where the decoy construct would push the keg to it. Decoy space is so limited that there's no way I could put this somewhere to attract the construct and make him push the keg usefully. If I had this stick, I still couldn't get this out. This door just has to be open. Okay, so guard sword. So how do I hold a guard here with his sword here without him just stepping there? I mean, I don't, and also that would require him to get onto the force arrow, which guards don't really like to do if they can avoid it. I think the Wraithwings are just to keep the construct alive. That's the most sensible... Wait a second. Okay, so if I'm in here, I'm going to be unbrained from a guard's perspective. Okay, I made him land there. His sword's not in the right place. It's on top of mine. Also, I dropped this, so Construct ain't gonna be bringing any powder kegs in there. Okay. So, Wraithwing. Let me put one of you in here. You won't stay. You're gonna run away from me. Okay. I mean, even if I could do that, I still have the problem of the construct just stepping up here and not pushing the keg along this row. He's in the wrong row. But I feel like something like this is what it wants me to do. I can't move vertically once I'm in here. Well, I kinda can, but not without drinking the potion. I can't move the keg, only you can. You can't step over tunnels, only I can. You can't drink potions either. You can step on conquer tokens, but can't activate them. Okay, let me see if I can come up with a way to put these pieces together into something that'll do what I want somehow. Alright, I feel like I'm getting very slightly closer to coming up with something. So let's ignore the guard for the moment and work with Construct and Wraith Wings. I was looking for, yeah, my most recent thing I was focusing on was trying to get this Construct to stay in this row while Beethro's standing there. I tried various things with stalling a guard there and, you know, doing the 22.5 degree angle away from him, but nothing lets me, you know, just jump from here to there and also keep him in place for like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more turns. 6 more turns, because guards go before constructs. But then I thought about the Wraith Wings. I think they can probably be cooperative. And end up where they need to be for this. So the way that would work is I'd send them like here-ish. Okay, that's very reasonable. Except it doesn't work. Well, does this just synchronize if I do it like this? No. No, they're too far ahead. So they'd have to be a bit farther back. Oh. So what if the construct were dead in this spot? So that would create a smooth surface for a Wraith Wing to be able to be somewhere semi-good. Okay, yeah, so something like this. Turn order, I want you the other way around. You're not gonna be, though. Well, let's just pretend that's not a problem, somehow. No, problem is you end up down there. That's no good. I do need both of you. So do I need to also involve the guard somehow? I'm trying to get an arrangement where I can, like, hop up here. Oh, wait, what if the construct were farther away? Farther away is not what I want. Closer is. So if I just race... I mean, construct already wakes up. And the smooth surface doesn't actually even help me here because that Wraithwing's going to end up there. I can't move it up here for this. So when I do that... Oh wait, that worked somehow. Why? Oh yeah, constructs have weird preference. They don't prefer vertical all the time. If horizontal preference would get them closer to Beethro, then they'll prefer horizontality. Okay, so this worked. Just stick one Wraithwing there. And the construct can bring the keg to me. I dropped those trapdoors, so I shouldn't do that, obviously. Okay. This feels intentional. This feels like part of what the author planned for me to do in the room, so I think I'm on the right track. So let's just have one Wraithwing. I don't know why there's two. Probably symmetry. Or maybe I need the other one for something. That's actually much more likely. But let's pretend I only need one right now. So this just kind of works, right? So, Yes, okay. So construct gets horizontal preference. Oh, the other Wraithwing is probably to hold the guard in place somehow. But how's that ever going to happen? How am I going to have a guard sword here without him stepping here, where he can clearly just put his sword in the decoy potion and be fine? I'm not. That's the answer. But if I were to somehow pretend that I would... what if I stashed him way the heck over here? And he would arrive at just the right time. Oh, I hate it. Gross. That's awful. No. Don't make me do that. To time a guard to arrive there perfectly so that his sword sits on this position. He won't care about the force arrow because he'll be unbrained. No, he won't. This will be open. Brain's path through potions, right? Another thing to test. Getting a lot of mileage out of my editor today. Potion. Walls everywhere else. Yeah, just be a guard. Hi, I'm here. No. Potion breaks the path. Okay. Really? Yes, I knew that. Did I know that? I might have known that. Well, I do now. Okay. Alright. So, so potion does indeed break the path. That's a pleasant surprise. Whoa, that played double sound for some reason. Alright. So this all adds up and should work. So this whole room is just about timing the guard, so his sword arrives here when the construct can push the keg into it. Also putting a Wraithwing here. I don't think I need the second one. Alright, so do all that setup while keeping the guard alive. Guard, you want to kill a Wraithwing? For me? Be a pal? Just kill one. There. I want the other one alive, though. No, I want the other one alive. Okay, so now just dance around a guard for a while also accomplishing another task. Doable. Eventually, this will work. Guard, shoo. Don't be such a pest. There. Okay, Wraithwing, Wraithwing. No. Be chased and then go. This is a pain. Shoo! You pest? Go away. Okay, fine. Shoo, you pest, go away. Let's actually take an action that will cause him to go away. Here. Be far away from me over here. There. Got some distance. Hopefully it's enough. It should be... sure. Okay. Setup done. There. Maybe? Sure. There we go. Okay, so now, as long as I don't step north of this row, I'm good for this. Okay. I can hit that checkpoint. Great. So, guard. Where shall I position you? Let's just pretend. Let's not pretend. I can unbrain him at an arbitrary time. I probably just want him kind of as far away as possible. I want him to land here, slide along this, and step... No, that'll put him in the wrong place. I don't want that. Oh, this geometry prevents me from doing what I want to do. Really? Can I drop a trapdoor and make it better somehow? Yes, if I drop this trapdoor. Okay, fine. I'll play your little game, MXVladi. Drop that trapdoor. So that gives him a place to slide vertically up here with his sword pointing toward me. Alright. So he's going to slide along this. Step, step, slide. So he'll move first, then on the same turn the construct will push the keg into his sword, blowing him up, blowing himself up, and the Wraithwing will survive there, and blowing the potion up. Okay, this is plausible, so now it's just a matter of parking you somewhere that allows you to get in there and timing everything all together. So my first inclination is to try to put you in a spot kind of like around here. That's a bad one though, because he's going to end up in the wrong spots. So second inclination is to park him somewhere around here. I can't. Well, I mean, he'll adjust, but I can keep doing this. I also need to get some Wraithwing adjustment in there too. This is just not going to move the guard the way I need him to move, though. He won't arrive on time. He'll arrive way early. It works. The sword is there. Just gotta delay him somehow. How? Now there's a real mystery for you. Seriously, how? It probably involves this stuff, actually. I can drop all of these trapdoors and still get to this potion. Oh, I see why these are trapdoors, I think. Probably because... Oh, well that's gonna reposition my Wraithwing and... construct, and that's not what I want. Oh... How obnoxious. Construct got out. So that's about as far over as I can really comfortably put you. And that's a pretty good spot. I can just keep you there. I can't. But imagine if I could. It'd be nice. So I gain 2, 3 of those. Because he slides vertically twice. Can he slide vertically more? I just don't see there being a more effective trap for him. This room geometry doesn't seem to allow it. But I guess if there were one, it would be probably right in this spot? But if I put him there, he's not going to stay, and these are going to move and require a bunch of turns to reposition there, and he'll get out. So I don't understand how to delay the guard for long enough. If here was no good... Hold on. If I preserve his vertical distance, well, that doesn't even mean anything. I mean, I need to get him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spaces farther when I do that. He would need to be here when I step here. That's pretty impossible seeming. Okay, what about that second Wraithwing I killed? There's some way he could be a guard cage. Wraithwing holds guard in place. Guard really wants to pathfind through Wraithwing. I'm looking at this spot. But no, when he becomes unbrained... So, okay, how many does he lose? 1, 2, 3. So he loses 3. He takes 3 turns not going horizontally toward Bithro. He needs to be at the same horizontal position as the construct on that turn. So that means when Bithro steps here, he will be 3 horizontal... 3 columns to the right. 1, 2, 3. So he needs to be in this column. Unless he's doing more sliding, which I don't think he is. So in this column, when I step here... How? I don't see that happening. I would feel like I'm on the right track if I had any tools for keeping this guard in place. I mean, I do have a tool. I discarded that 1 extra Wraithwing. It's probably for something. This is so nice and so close to working. And like, if I can just blow up this potion, I'm done with the room. Like, the room is clear as soon as this potion is destroyed. This one is not part of the puzzle at all. This is all I need. I need to get to this with that space clear. That space clear. There we go. So where else can I stash the guard is the question. So I'm looking at this. And this spot where my cursor is down here seems like the only tile that the guard can possibly validly be on for him to land here at the right time. So he has to be exactly here. Not here, not here, not here, right here on... I can use this tunnel to save like 1 turn. He has to be right here on this turn. 300. Right here. Because he would go 1, 2... Okay, so let's just count the construct turns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21... Ouch! Well, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So guard... Like, you're going to... In order to not get hung up there, you can't be any farther... You can't be, like, in this diagonal. So, like, you'd have to land here-ish. So yeah, just look how it works from here. 1, 2, 3, was it 21? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Was it not 21? I counted 25. Why did I count 25? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 24. It is 25. So 25 turns for the construct to get from here to here. And yeah, any farther east, and you get here too early. Any farther north, and you get hung up in this spot. Any farther north or west, you get hung up in this spot. And there's no farther south to go. So it is exactly here that I have to trap a guard somehow. While getting here, that's impossible. I don't believe that there's a way to do that. And that 1 Wraithwing as a tool isn't going to help me in any way. What do you expect from me here? I can't just anchor him there. I'm gonna go read hints and solutions for this room, because I feel like I've made a lot of good conclusions, but this, putting a guard here while I step there, that's not going to happen. That's impossible. Okay, I was right. That is impossible. That's not where you put the guard. This is some semi-nonsense, but it does ultimately make sense. So it does involve the second Wraithwing. You know what Wraithwings do when they get close to each other? They change their behavior. So there's a spot right here where I can stash the guard, scare this Wraithwing into that spot so he'll hold him there until the other Wraithwing who's stashed up there gets close enough, then he changes his behavior. I could absolutely never have predicted that. I could have gotten the idea that, hey, maybe Wraithwing aggression could be involved here, but like, counting that out for timing? No. How rude. I'm offended by this room. Okay, so keep the other Wraithwing alive. Of course it has a purpose. Makes sense. I would expect it to. Don't kill it, guard. Just get off my back for a minute. Don't be a jerk. I know it's in your nature, just stop it. And that means while Wraithwings are aggressive, I have to convince them to go where I want them. And also while the guard is chasing me. Okay. You come here. You turn this way. Turn that way. Sure, that's a start. But it doesn't actually work. Okay. 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 Got a Wraithwing where it needs to be. Good. So then guard and Wraithwing need to get together down here. Guard, why don't you sit, like, there? Just sit and spin while I position my wingy friend. Hold still for a minute, guard man. There we go. How am I going to keep that Wraithwing there? I'm not. So he's got to be in flight. He needs to come there from a wait, no. That's not going to happen. Oh, this is gross. Okay, so yeah, I have the setup, but I can't just move B-throw up here. I mean, that happens. That's not at all what I want. Well, but as long as the Wraithwing is just generally in this zone... Oh, also I have to drop that. And the guard is far away. Okay, so let's move the guard far away, leave the Wraithwing alone, so maybe this will be fine. So just kind of stick the guard over here like I did before, about as far away as I can get him. Like that. Wingy boy, come with me. Guard's probably far enough away now. I need to manipulate you. Okay, that's pretty plausible. Yeah, alright. So do that, and it works itself out. Ah! I forgot to step here. Okay. Hey! No! Yes! No! Yes! Almost. 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 You killed it one turn too early. $28.11, or was it $28.12? Well, I'm not going to get it there. That's as far away as the Wraithwing's going to get. Is my turn order wrong? Hemix Vladi loves his turn order puzzles. I think I need the Wraithwings in the other order. Okay, so number 4 goes over here, number 3 comes over here. Okay, so technically that setup was not actually so bad. Alright, so number 4 goes over here, number 3 goes over there. Alright. Just gotta understand my task. And then, you know, also be a wizard and somehow execute it. Guards! 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 Stop that! Stop that, you awful person. Alright, Wraithwing number 4 goes here. Yeah, even if you figure that out, well, I mean, there are only 2 turn orders, so like figuring out which one you need is not the hard part here. Here, be far away from me. I need to do a delicate operation here, and you're mucking it all up with your pointy, stabby swords. So just knock it off. You rowdy boy. Okay. So I can switch sides. Well, and that will eliminate any advantage I got with the guard. Great. Fantastic. Alright, who's who? You're number 4. Alright. They're in the correct order here. So I need this to happen, I need that to happen, and then I need to get past the guard. Like this. Here we go. You're number 3? You're number 3. Good. Okay. Guards, come with me. Get stuck over here for a while. Okay. 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 I think I'm good now. So use the tunnel. Step here. Do this. And now in the other movement order, you'll move 1 turn later, and then it lines up. I didn't drop the trapdoor. Whoopsie! That's easily fixable. It's fine. I have time. Okay, so hi, you come here. Hi, you come here. You stab, and kaboom. Guard didn't die, so I guess I should turn my sword. Ooh, I guess I should turn my sword and, like, ooh. Like this. That's the way. Okay. 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 Room is solved. That was kind of a cool execution. I'm not too happy about the way I had to use Wraithwing aggression there. You get a staff for some reason. What's that for? Was there like a whole other way to do this that involves the clone potion at some point or something? Hey. There's a tunnel. There's a tunnel. There's a tunnel. What? Hold on. This isn't over. So that's why I need the clone. Uh-oh. So now there's no place to put you other than there. Wait. So... seems as though... okay, I think I have kinda... yeah, I know how to do it. Okay, this is silly. Keep a keeping a Wraithwing won't help me. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. Okay, so... so silly extra step. The clone potion is needed. So what I do, there's a reason for the staff. So you take a staff, go there. Now I'm kinda ratcheted. I need to position the Wraithwing better before I drink that potion. Wraithwing. Something like... something like that will do. So I put the Mimic here, turn him that way. Get the Wraithwing to a friendly spot without moving. Ooh. Yes, this is fine. So you are to go... no, I need to put the Wraithwing right there, which I can't. Wait, no, this isn't going to work. I was going to use him as an obstacle, have the Mimic stun him, then bump against him, and then not be able to move and drop that thin ice. So I could place the clone there, stab the Mimic, still have the thin ice, and get the clone out. So yeah, that's why the clone. But I can't do that because these force arrows are in the way. Yeah, you're just going to drop the ice and remove the clone's way of getting out. Well, that's just rude. So what do I do about that then? Huh. So I need to step all the way from here to there without the Mimic stepping off of that ice. Like, okay, so... I can't, though. I feel like a Wraithwing is supposed to help me somehow, but I can't penetrate this barrier of arrows and get one actually in there. There's just not a way to do that with this arrangement. Why do you get a staff? Why do you get a staff? Who could I have kept? The guard? The guard did survive that encounter. If a guard's sword were there, then it would stop the Mimic from moving, but how am I going to get a guard's sword there? The construct doesn't survive. The other Wraithwing doesn't survive. So I end up with this set of tools. I don't see this happening that way. That's not gonna work. Construct starts here-ish. No, he starts here and drops this ice immediately. I can't stop that from happening. Turn counter, you're in the way. And I don't care what my turn count is here. So if I still have a guard and a Wraithwing, I can't make this Wraithwing hold that guard in place. There isn't some crazy magical ratchet move I could do. I can't have his sword somehow stab the Mimic. This tunnel leads nowhere. So I'm not done here. Because that Mimic's going to drop the thin ice, and then the clone can't get out. Mimic can't step on the tunnel. This tunnel leads nowhere and is led to from nowhere. And there's no other place to put this, only here. Okay, I'm going to read hints and solutions again. Well, the post for this room didn't contain any information about what to do about that problem. So I've solved like most of the room, I just have this one final thing. Alright, so let's just enumerate tools and constraints and like see if that leads to something. My tools are Wraithwing and Guard. I can't save the Construct, I can't save the Powder Keg, those two had to be sacrificed for this. The Guard lived because the Force Arrow protected him. That feels intentional. These Force Arrows wouldn't be there if I didn't need the Guard to live. So, a way that these tools could be applied to allow this to happen is if I could somehow convince the Guard to keep his sword here. While his sword is on that Force Arrow, because a sword is a thing that can be put on that Force Arrow, the Mimic cannot step to the east and would stay there until the clone could come and kill it. But, so first of all, the structure of this requires me to step, if I want to not ratchet this Mimic off of that ice, I'm gonna end up in this column. That's just what's gonna happen. From here, there's not much that I can do. I can manipulate a Wraithwing to be somewhere around here, but I can't put it anywhere in this box. Or on those arrows, or on those arrows. I can put it on this arrow, but that's the only one. So again, seems like only a sword can go here and stay there and prevent your movement. This tunnel... Does that tunnel do anything? Well, not really, and I can't even get to it without moving you off that ice already. And I mean, just to confirm I'm not, like, thinking about something wrong here, if I drink the clone potion, and stick it there, he has nowhere to move. I can't have him leave, because yeah, I mean, sure, Beathro can do this. But the clone can't get out. The Mimic can't help push me out. The Mimic can't help push him out. I don't have any puffs to make ice or anything. Even if I did, I still couldn't get them into this box. There are no other placeable double placeable spots. That's a nice one, but it doesn't do anything for me. I don't get a decoy. I blew up the decoy potion, so I can't get the guard to, like, be interested in sticking his sword there. Guards aren't interested in killing mimics. They just ignore them. Right? Right? I think. Right? Just in case, I mean... Just in case I'm, like, super rusty on everything, and guards actually care about mimics. Let's put one here. No, he ignores it completely when he has access to a B-throw. And even if that B-throw were to lock himself into something, the guard wouldn't suddenly start caring about the mimic for any reason. Right? So here's a mimic. Here's a B-throw that doesn't exist. Guard does not care whatsoever about the mimic. That's what I thought. Okay. Because I was thinking, like, if he were attracted to it somehow, then he would sit there with his sword and that'd be great, but no. What? So last resort would be going to the other version of this and just checking the demos that I downloaded for that, because I never solved this, but I have demos from people who have. I'll think about it a bit more, but do that if I really need to. Okay, so breaking new ground here. I actually made a post in Hinted Solutions and got somebody to help me. Thank you, Dragon Fogel. However, I am horrified by what apparently actually has to happen. So this observation that I made, that there are 2 double placeable spots here, does hold true. So the staff has a purpose. I don't need the Wraithwing anymore, but I do need the guard. So apparently what I have to do is just allow this to happen. The clone's not going up there. I need the mimic to come to me. And... how is this? Something just completely nutso has to happen here. So I have to place the clone in the spot where the potion is. Which apparently means... which isn't even a thing like I thought could ever be possible, so that's why I didn't consider that. But the explanation of how that would happen does kind of vaguely make some sense. Wraithwing, just be dead, please. I've had enough of you. It's time for you to die. No. Guard, just stab. Okay, Wraithwing, I'm done with you. There, that'll work. So somehow the mimic has to push B-throw off of the tile when he drinks the potion, which then puts a stick on the tile, which then the guard has to stab the mimic to get rid of it. Like, okay, I can say the words, and it sounds like an action that could be taken in this game, but, I mean, you can hear how ridiculous that sounds. Also, guard, you're right up on me. I'm trying to move around and think about stuff. Just shoo. Leave me alone for a minute. What a pest. Yes, I'm gonna need your help, but you're still a pest while I'm setting up for that help. I'm not ready for you yet. So, got some space to think. So if B-throw makes... right, so this involves... Mimic's gonna have to do some sort of vertical slide, which means B-throw needs to make a diagonal step on here. Mimic's staff will have to then land on him, because the Mimic will slide vertically... somehow... okay, so... B-throw needs to be here. Mimic needs to be here with his staff there? No. So these force arrows are going to help. Okay, so if the Mimic were here with his staff there, Beethro were here, he stepped this way, Mimic would step this way and push Beethro off. Then simultaneously the guard needs to put his sword here. Gross. Alright, well, I have a task at least. How's the alignment? You need to be closer to me. Like this. Guard boy's coming up awful quick. Okay, no wait, this is what I want. Not. This is what I want, not. So, well, I can do that. Okay. So that gets Beethro off of there. But I'd rather have the Mimic one more north, I think. Like this. Like this. Okay. Okay. No, guard. Why don't you come over this direction? Wow. Now I have to survive this. I can do that. That was nuts. Another part of this puzzle that I don't think, the part of the solution that I don't think I would have come up with on my own. Okay, so I can't solve that room. That one's too hard for me. But I can follow somebody else's steps to solve it. Like, I made a lot of the deductions, but two key ones just completely eluded me. And I needed some help for them, so thank you to Dragonfogel for helping me with that. And also posting earlier in the thread the help for this. Actually, somebody else posted that. Was it Disoriented? Somebody. Let me look. Let me get your name right. It was indeed Disoriented. Okay, so Disoriented Fogel helped me with this room. They are two different people. Okay, well that's done, I guess. Ugh. 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 I'll leave it at that. That room was ugh. But it's done. Alright, I'll see you next time for final room in this entry.